Oh, hello guys, good to see you. Jimmy here, and I am back in Munich. Second time here in about 3 months, which is pretty fun. Now you might recognise this place. We've been here before. We're back at the BMW Motorsport Centre for something that is really very cool, I think. Now, last time I was here, we went for a little tour around the factory here, and we got a bit of a look at their super expensive, super high-end driver training simulator. And I asked, yo, can I have a go? And they said no. But we came back with a better strategy, a nice lower cut top, and asked again. And they said yes. So we're here today to have a go on that simulator. Now, this is a good and a bad thing. It's good because I get to have a go on a simulator worth more than probably the entire village I live in. And also bad because I'm going to have my driving assessed by proper racing drivers and race engineers. We're going to try edit the video as best I can to make me look good, but it's going to be a bit of a challenge, I think. Is that one? I never remember. Don't know why I'm going first. I don't know where I'm going. So last time we were here, I kind of noticed something weird about the sim room, is that it's just an unassuming door. There's nothing to say big cool sim inside here. It's literally just this. It's mad. Right, so we're in the simulator room and I'm joined by Rudy, who said he has a very long title, but basically he helps develop race cars here at BMW. Rudy, we're in the sim room. Tell me as much as you can about this without getting in trouble.
First of all, welcome in Munich. First of all, in the R&D facilities of BMW Motorsport. Right behind us is the chassis of the simulator, and the simulator is very essential for us. First of all, to develop race cars, but then also to evolve drivers, and what's most important as well, and what we use it mostly these days, is prepare race events.
So in terms of software, I've got a couple of different sims at home I race on. What's this on? Is it some sort of custom thing, or can I go and get it at home myself? Or?
No, you can't. I think this is the one thing that we're also a little bit proud of. It's a lot of it is built in-house. So the entire modeling of the car, the physics behind how the car is represented, is totally done in-house and bespoke. There's a lot of computation power in that rack over there. What we use for visualization, just get the graphics in. It's an off-the-shelf solution from rFactor Pro. But like I said, what's really important is what the driver perceives and what he feels, and there we have full control and do a lot of it in-house.
I'm going to ask the question that is very rude to ask, but I'm going to ask it anyway. If I wanted to buy one of these, how much will I be looking at?
Well, you could probably swap it for your house.
All right, I'll go get it. We'll do that then. Well, so no pressure. I'm trying not to break it. Okay, so we're sitting down now in the control centre. I mean sitting down because I'm old and my legs hurt. But I'm joined by Sheldon van Linder, the first ever South African DTM driver. Good to meet you, mate. Thank you very much for joining us today. He's going to be doing some sim stuff in a minute and going out and setting a time that I'm not going to beat, basically.
Hopefully not, otherwise you got my drive for this year.
You see that? I get to drive his car if I beat him later on. So, of course, very impressive simulator here, Sheldon. I guess simple question is, how close is it? Because you've got that whole chassis there. You're pretty much sitting in the car. Does it feel like you're in a car when you're driving it?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like you've seen already, it's basically the full carbon monocoque. So it's basically the real car. And then we have all the hardware as it is in the DTM car. So you've got everything at your fingertips. The software is developed to a really good level. So yeah, you've basically, it's amazing to drive, Like yesterday we were doing some prep for the test already. And you can really go through some run plans and really do setup changes as well, which really benefits you on the racetrack as well. It basically saves you a lot of time in here because you don't have to spend it at the racetrack.
It was pretty interesting to hear that, because a lot of people will say, oh yeah, well, I'm pretty hot in my game at home. I'll be pretty hot on the circuit as well. But it's kind of interesting to hear that development there. I also heard that Rudy was saying that this thing changes all the time. It's always kind of getting better and better. Does that disturb you at all, or do you think it's just better improvements? Or?
No, I think development's very important on this front, because obviously the car's developing itself, the real life car, so you kind of need to keep up with those steps. And then just the hardware as well. I think every week they've got something new, which always feels better and better. So we're always on the right track, and sometimes I'm doing some development as well. Well,
Sheldon's going to go set a time for us now. We'll see how he does, and I'm going to do my best to try and beat it later on. give it a six out of 10, I think.
What's that?
6 out of 10.
Yeah?
Needs some improvement. So you're feeling like a bit sweaty after that? A bit kind of like...
Yeah, it does exhaust you a bit. It does exhaust you a bit, because obviously you got movements and stuff. But the biggest thing is just like the heat inside. Like if you don't run the fans there, it gets really hot.
Luckily I'm wearing my sports jeans.
Yeah, mate. You gotta be excellent in there. You're gonna be cooking like a sauna in there.
So yeah, look at that.
Ja, kurz zeigen, in der Mittagspause bauen.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, man, that's tight. Yeah, I think I need to be like a tiny bit closer.
Yeah.
But otherwise...
The pedals, yeah, that's not a problem. We can do that now. And you can also put on the steering wheel if you want to. Then, okay.
Tell you what, I can get used to this. Let's do it like this. Oh, so what happened to steering wheels? This is a steering ruler. Yeah, okay, I need to get used to being low, because it's like that.
Yeah, we also have some foam which you can...
You hear that click? Going to get the mic nice and close. Oh. That's shifting in 4K, that is. You're going to embarrass me now, Steve. Alright, okay, watch Chubby Man tries to get out of simulator. Oh, Jesus. I'm an old man. So basically my ass is too big, which we all know anyway. But I just about fit the pedals, so that's okay. But we need to have a phone book and a little bit more. You know, I've got a lot of junk in the trunk.
Oh, hello. Ah, you got tour back. Okay. Radio check. Yep, hello. Okay, cool.
Right, so my turn in the rig now, and I've had some rig, weird to say that, isn't it? This massive simulator. I've had some tips from Sheldon as to what I need to be doing. We have DRS up here, push to pass here, and brake bias and a little twiddly knob here. This is quite intimidating because this is exactly how it is in real life. So for all intents and purposes, I am sitting now in a real life DTM car just with a big screen in front of me. You're quite low in this thing. I had to have a bit of foam because I'm short to see out the windscreen properly. But I'm looking forward to it. In terms of time to beat, I think Sheldon did a high 29, but he said if I can do a 30, that would be an achievement, especially as it's my first time doing this as well. So if I can get a 30, I'll be very happy.
And then press the neutral button on the steering wheel, which is on the left hand side, the lowest button, and shift up all at the same time.
There you go.
Yeah, here we go.
Ready?
We're good to go. Yes.
Let's go. There you go, easy Jimmy. Right, there we go. Oh my word, this is immersive to say the least. Right, let's try and find our braking zone down here. Let's try end of the curb. That's a long way off. It's a lot of traction though, even in second gear you can really plant it and it'll go. Tell you what, I'm getting a bit sweaty though.
You can see how just a seating position, helps immeasurably. Like having it all there, you feel like you're actually going around, So. Yeah. But oh, fucking look at this.
That was good. You did a 31.8 first run. So
it's alright, 31.8, so you're in danger.
Getting close, mate.
I think. Right, so just had my first session in the DTM car. I'm going to call it a DTM car because it felt pretty real. And whilst I think it went okay, definitely things I can improve on, and to help me kind of outline those things, I have here Tom, who's going to tell me all the things that I did wrong. Tom,
Well,
so how was it in general,
Jimmy,
first of all?
to be honest, first of all, in general, it was quite impressive. Yeah, for you running for the first time in this simulator, it was really good time, just about 1 second off Sheldon van der Linde. So, but if you would really like to improve, you could definitely work on your brakes. So the first thing that came into my mind when I had a look at the data was that your overall brake force was quite good, actually, but the gradient so the speed, how fast you go on the brakes was far too low. So there you lose a lot of time.
There you go. Thank you, Tom. And
You're welcome.
I now have a base to improve on. Hopefully I can go out there and get a bit closer to Sheldon. Okay, so after being told what was what by Tom, I'm going to go and give it another go now. I want to at least wipe a second off that lap time. I know I can do it. It's just, as Tom said, consistency and braking. I've got to try and get my little weed legs to actually work. I've got to really kick that brake pedal to slow down. So, yeah, wish me luck.
Enjoy.
Tell you what, it's very, very cool putting this on every time. Well, I was supposed to put it upside down. Don't tell anyone that, alright? Professional. So I want to get into the 30s really. I think that from what we see in the data, and it sounds very cool saying that by the way, it's definitely possible for me. It's just, as Tom said, consistency and not spinning. That's key, not spinning, guys. If you want to be a quick driver, don't spin. That one's free. Apparently I've done 9,500 steps today. I definitely haven't. Race driver, boy. If you want to be a quick driver, don't spin. Oopsie. Don't spin. Who spins there? Don't spin. Oh, come on. No. Don't spin. There it is. Betty Swallocks, that's what they say to that, I think. I need one of those. I'll have a chat at BMW, see what I can do. Tell you what, like, Just you get to a point where you know you can go a bit faster, so you start pushing it and you start doing things that mean you make more mistakes. So like really I was there trying to go as fast as possible, but I think if it's like a consistency run, you maybe take like 2% off that, 1% off that, and actually go round in one piece. Still nowhere near the consistency of Sheldon, but it don't matter for now, to be honest. I'm happy with that. I did like 10 laps and died.
You're already breaking into the sweat.
Yeah, we need to break it up. I got into the seat and I was already sweating like, before I even started. But yeah, that's just a fitness thing, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
I always say that I'm just a fat guy that plays games, basically. So I see a difference between someone who actually does exercise.
I think it's because we kind of train every day, so your body gets used to that stuff, you know.
I mean, I walked through the airport.
That's also training.
That's exercise, right? Yeah. My Fitbit is like, you're dying, stop.
The heart rate is exceeding the maximum.
Yeah. So, second session done with, and Tom, I went faster, quite a bit faster, I think. Improvement?
Definitely 1 second, I guess.
Yep. So let's talk about braking. First of all, that was my big weak point, I think we said last time.
Yeah.
Better this time?
Definitely better, especially Sachs curve was much better this time. In general, the brake gradient, as I said, is much better now. The only issue with the brakes is that you're braking too much in turn 1. But apart from that, it was really good, big improvement.
I'm feeling it in my leg now. I'm like, because you have to, and I mean really kick it. Like it isn't just like I'm just stopping for traffic lights. It's there is a man coming towards me at traffic lights and I have to stop as quick as I can. What would you reckon, overall performance? If you had to give me a rating out of 10, what would you say for first timer?
Out of 10, first timer, thinking of everyone who did this for at least a couple of times, couple of runs, I would say you're within the best 10%, 10 to 15%. But you have to know that lots of people from the departments are at least running a few times.
No, I don't want to hear that.
But still was quite impressive, to be honest.
Oh, awesome. Well, Tom, thank you so much.
Thank
you. I
you.
appreciate your patience and me spinning all the time, and hopefully I'll have a chance to come back and beat Sheldon one day.
Cool. It was great having you. Thank you.
Right, Sheldon, my day's over. We've had Tom's opinions. What about you? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think it was a good day, man. First of all, I hope the most important thing is that you enjoyed it.
100%.
Yeah. Obviously, on such a big sim, it's very different to your sim that you have at home. So it's got a lot of movements and different things going on, which is obviously quite hard for you to get used to. But I think for the first time, you did a mega job. Only 1.5 seconds off or whatever it was. So yeah, kudos for that. And yeah, hope to have you back here soon for a few more laps. I'm sure you would love to have a few more laps here.
I've got to get it because I've got to get my DTM driver, haven't I? I can't,
yeah, of course.
I can't do it if I don't go
So
faster.
at least I know my seat is safe now. So I'll still have my seat and then you could come back next time.
Look at that absolute burn. Well, Sheldon, mate, it was an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. And
nice to meet you, mate.
Luck.
See you next time.
Cheers, man. Cool. Well then, day done here in Munich at the BMW Motorsport headquarters, and what a day it was. Me as a sim racer getting to go on the big boy sim, the proper motorsport sim, and to boot only being about a second and a bit off Sheldon van der Linde, the current DTM driver, so that's a big check for the ego box. But I have to really make sure to say a massive thank you to BMW. They don't really let anyone do this, so I have no idea how we wrangled it, but very happy to do so. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching too. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and maybe next time I'll get to drive this thing. Who knows? Take care, guys. See you next time. Don't spin.